Question 23, given y equals x minus x over x minus 1 and x is greater than 1, which of the following is a possible value of y? Well, if we know that x has to be greater than 1, if I look at just this bottom piece, right, I'm going to take just the bottom. I have x minus 1. Now, I'm going to start substituting random numbers in for x to see what it looks like. So if I do 2, so I have 2 minus 1, that gives me 1. If I do 4, 4 minus 1 gives me 3. If I did 1.1 minus 1, that would give me 0.1. Any of these answers over here, are any of these ever going to be negative? No, they can't be negative because x has to be bigger than 1. So negative numbers are out. My answer can never be negative because the bottom is not going to be negative. So A is gone, B is gone. Now, is the bottom ever going to be 0? Am I ever going to be able to get 0? We already said that x has to be greater than 1. So can I ever have a 0? I cannot. So C is also out. All right, so now when I'm looking at this, now I'm looking at, okay, I have two choices here. So I'm going to plug in 0.9 into the equation. Now this is what y would be. So I have 0.9 equals x over x minus 1. Now, in order to solve this for x, we first have to get rid of the divide by x minus 1. So we're going to times by x minus 1. And by doing this, these cancel over here. And then I'm just going to distribute over here. So I get 0.9 minus 0. I'm sorry, this has an x on it. 0.9x minus 0.9. And that equals, if these cancel, then I'm left with an x. Now, I need to get the x's together, so I'm going to subtract 0.9x, 0.9x. These cancel, I have negative 0.9 left. This is really a 1x, right? So I have 1 minus 0.9, which gives me 0.1x. And then I'm going to divide each one by 0.1. And when I do that, I get negative 9 equals x. Now, we already said that x has to be bigger than 1. And I just got an answer where it is less than 1. So 0.9 is not possible. So my correct answer is E.